it's Robert. And this is the Juno 60. It was my first analog poly-synth that I picked up. It's amazing. And I'm just going to go through and show you some of my favorite things about this. First off, this one you can save your sounds, which is awesome. What I tend to do is usually when you turn it on, it just starts in manual mode where all the knobs represent what you're hearing. And then you can make a sound and then save it if you love it. So the Juno 60 only has one oscillator per voice, which means it can sound kind of thin, which is why a lot of people end up putting the chorus on, which sounds great, but also pulse width modulation kind of gives you a faux detuned sound. So if you put the switch up to the LFO, then, well, first of all, I'll show you on manual. This is kind of what it sounds like if you slide through so pretty much what you can do is put it on LFO and it does this automatically. Then I'm going to change the rate a little bit. It sounds a lot fatter even though you have one oscillator per voice. And then of course you can add chorus on top of it. It's kind of like the classic Juno sound to me, that patch right there. It's beautiful. My other favorite thing about the Juno 60, arpeggiator. The Juno 60 is so easy to use in everything. I mean, I have it sitting right here by my Pro Tools setup, and it's my #1 go-to when I just come over and I'm adding it to a track. And so it's ended up on a lot of stuff. My main projects, I have a solo thing called Robert Loud.
You said you didn't mean it. I told you I believe it. I told you I could understand.
And I have a band that I play in called Fictionist. And the Juno 60's all over both of those. Yeah, so I love coming over here and just dialing in the sound that I want, and then I have a Kenton. This is kind of interesting. I have a Kenton MIDI to DCB converter that lets me send MIDI to that, and it plugs back in here in the DCB jack. That's a great thing to have if you don't want to mod it. It's been super useful. And so I have a track called Intentional that I just released, Robert Loud, and the main synth that comes in throughout the song, it's the glidey part that goes just because it's not intentional. And that was really fun because I programmed in some like big tenths like that, something like that, and then I tuned the bender to go up a fifth. So then, I mean, it's kind of hard. You'd have to have like monster hands to be able to actually play this, but that's why I brought up the MIDI to DCB converter, because yeah, you can go like this.
Just because it's not intentional.
to that filter. That's the other great thing about the Juno 60. It has the amazing Roland filter that's in the SH-101, the Jupiter 6, and it just sounds so good.
Just because it's not intentional.